Hey guys, what's going on? It's Matt Conti here, and as you can tell, I still got some stuff going on in my throat and in my nose, but went to the doctor, got some prescriptions, so this cold or whatever it is, some people say it's pneumonia, I don't know. This thing's gonna be gone in a couple of days, so look for the next video series that I'm excited about after we get done with these soccer basics video series. Look for the next video series. You're definitely going to want to be on that. What's going on, Geronimo? You're definitely going to want to stay on that. It's going to be all about getting you up into shape enough to keep up with your kids. All right? So I'm excited about that, and I can't wait. That's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun because I'm going to finally get my workouts back in after this cold and everything gets out of my body. It's crazy. It's killing me. Absolutely killing me. But, so that's later on. That's coming in about a week. Look for more details about that video series coming on in about a week or so. Then I will be doing my live videos early in the morning because that's when I do my soccer workouts. When I'm getting ready for games. Hey Linda, how you doing? When I'm getting myself ready for games and getting myself ready for my adult games, and I do my soccer workouts and my soccer drills early in the morning. It's best to get it done early. It feels so much better. And usually I do my training when it's hot out, so I don't want to do my training in the middle of the heat and everything, especially now that I got a bald head. Gonna get burnt. All right, so today's episode for Soccer Basics for Dads, pretty much for any parent out there, any new parent to soccer. Today's episode number 7, and today I'm going to talk about some of the tips that I send out to my soccer parents every week when we're getting ready for game time. So I usually send these out on Friday or I send them out on Saturday night, all depending on when the soccer game is. Like this year, most of my daughter's soccer games are on Sunday since she's in travel. And awesome, Geronimo, your kid's starting soccer. Have you ever been in soccer before? Awesome, Linda. Thank you very much. The kids are not feeling too well, but they're getting better. They all stayed home from school today and probably again tomorrow, but that's all good. We got a sick household right now, and I'm getting drugs in everybody so that we're all going to be better soon. Oh, awesome, Geronimo. Your sister played? I've been in soccer for well over 30 years, so that's why I put together these videos, these series. So awesome. Yeah, all right. Back to the topic. So if you got any questions while I'm talking, just shoot me the questions, and I'll definitely answer them. Okay, guys? So, all right. As most of you already know, I'm all about eating right and working out. And you can't really, the kids, even though they're young, their bodies and their metabolisms go so fast, right? That they need nutrients and good nutrition before they play. So a big thing that's really helped my daughters, and I do this all the time, and I teach them this, and hey, what's going on, Brooks? Thanks, man. I like it. So what I do for my kids and what I do for myself, but except my soccer games are later in the day or usually in the evenings, so I plan my nutrition during the day. But for my kids, most of their soccer games are in the morning. So it's really, really, really important to help your kids with their nutrition. So here's some of the tips that I send out in my emails to my parents, and if any of the parents get on here now, which they might, they'll contest to me sending this out like almost every week. Make sure your kids get at least 8 hours of sleep. Most of the time, kids' soccer games are early in the morning. And what sucks is that for travel, most of our soccer games are on Sundays, and the kids want to go over to their friends' houses on Saturdays or want to go out and have fun on Saturday nights. So it kind of sucks because even if their friends come over to our house, hey, I'm telling them to go to bed at 9 o'clock on a Saturday night. They don't like it, but hey, I need to make sure that she has a good night's rest before a soccer game, especially with travel soccer. When they're in travel soccer, they've got to put a little bit extra effort into it rather than just rec soccer. Rec soccer is fun for them to learn the basics and for them to have fun out there on the field. All my kids have played rec soccer. Most of them don't play it anymore, just because it takes another. They're all wanting to put that extra level of commitment to their game. So that's why I definitely make sure they have at least 9 hours of sleep. I like them to be laying in bed at least 10 hours before they have to get up. So that's number one. But before that, nutrition starts. The meal in the evening is pretty important. I make sure they have a lot of carbs, like a big old chunk of mashed potatoes or a big old plate of pasta, and a lot of protein and some raw vegetables. Raw vegetables and some raw fruit. They got to have this nutrition in them. When they wake up in the morning, you don't want their stomach growling. Like most nights, they have a decent dinner and they go to bed and they wake up and they're hungry and they want something to eat really quick. But you don't want that when they have a soccer game early in the morning. When they have a soccer game early in the morning, you want them to wake up. You want them to have like a small breakfast that has a little bit of protein, like some scrambled egg or two, a lot of carbs, like 2 or 3 slices of toast, and some good healthy fats on there. Like, hey, if the kids want peanut butter, throw some peanut butter on that bread, on that toast. Let them have it. If they want some jelly on the toast, throw it on there. I'm gonna tell you what, the sugar that's in jelly and stuff like that, it's not really good for your metabolism and for your body. But for kids, it's not going to hurt them. It's actually going to help them. It gives them a little bit more energy. The sugar and the carbs, they get transformed into saline solution, anyway, I'll remember what I'm calling it. But it essentially turns into sugar, and the sugar fuels their body. So it actually helps them a little bit more than adults. So you give us sugar and the bad stuff like that, and it slows down our metabolism and it kills us. But for kids, it's not actually as bad. It's still not good to give them a lot, but I'm not saying give your kids sugar and bad sugar all the time. No, but it's not as bad for them, and it actually does have some benefits for them. Glucose, there you go. There you go, Geronimo. So yeah, it transfers it all into glucose, and it actually, for kids have the faster metabolism, and it helps give them a little bit more energy. It helps, they can process it a little bit faster than we can as adults. So it actually does give them a little bit more energy. So make sure they have a good, healthy breakfast, some scrambled eggs, a lot of carbs, toast, and even if they got some oatmeal. Do some oatmeal with fruit in it. That's great. And then some scrambled eggs on the side. That's great too, because that's a lot of carbs and that's some good proteins. And even if you get them to eat some vegetables, most of the time you're not going to get kids to eat vegetables in the morning. That's why I throw it in their dinner. But what I do, I feed them that good breakfast, and then on the way to the game, because we get there about an hour early, on the way to the game, my daughter's usually eating some of those sugar snap peas and dried green beans. So it's raw vegetables and some fruit on the way, like a banana or something like that. We get to the soccer field about an hour beforehand, so it's okay for us to eat on the way, because she's going to get an hour's worth of warm-up before they start to play. So that food is going to have a chance to digest and get working in her body before she actually plays the game. But if you're not getting to the field an hour before the game time, don't want to eat anything on the way, okay? Most of the time, a lot of parents get to the field 15 or 5 to 10 minutes before a game starts, which is not good anyway. But if you're one of those, if you do that, then don't feed the kid on the way. Just drink some water. And water. Speaking of water, make sure your child drinks at least a 12-ounce glass, 12-ounce bottle of water before the game. If it's in the morning, it's tough to get them to drink that much water, but I'm telling you, it's going to make a world of difference for the child on the field. So, all right, guys, my weekly tips for all parents before the games that I literally send out every week for my soccer parents now is eat a good food at dinner, get at least 8 to 9 hours of sleep, and I'm talking sleep, not just in the bed. I'm saying that much sleep, and get a good healthy breakfast with lots of healthy carbs and healthy proteins. All right, guys, that's it for episode 7 of Soccer Basics for Dads, really for all parents right now, because a lot of parents are needing some advice, and anybody that's new to soccer. If you got any more questions or if these videos help you, please share them. If you have any more questions, definitely shoot me questions. Awesome, Geronimo. Thanks for jumping on, brother. Look forward to the next one. All right, we'll talk to you later. Peace out, guys.